In a historic move that carries the promise of renewed hope for peace in the troubled Middle East, President Joe Biden announced a groundbreaking new peace plan for Israel and Hamas. The conflict between Israel and Hamas has been a long-standing and deeply entrenched issue, with cycles of violence, ceasefires, and failed negotiations defining the relationship between the two entities. However, President Biden's new proposal aims to break this cycle, addressing the root causes of the conflict, and presenting a comprehensive framework for a lasting peace. The plan, which has been months in the making and involved intensive diplomatic efforts, seeks to tackle the complex and deeply rooted issues that have fueled decades of hostility in the region. This article will delve into the details of President Biden's proposed peace plan, the challenges it faces, and the potential for a brighter future in the Middle East. From the outset, President Biden has emphasized his commitment to diplomacy and multilateralism as the key tools for resolving conflicts around the world. His administration's approach to the Israel-Hamas conflict reflects this philosophy. The proposed peace plan is built on several key pillars, each designed to address specific aspects of the ongoing strife. One of the immediate priorities of the peace plan is to address the pressing humanitarian needs of the Palestinian people in Gaza. The recent rounds of violence have left much of the region in ruins, with critical infrastructure such as hospitals and schools severely damaged. The Biden administration has pledged substantial financial aid to support the reconstruction efforts in Gaza, with the goal of improving the living conditions of Palestinians and providing them with the basic necessities they require. This commitment to humanitarian aid is seen as a gesture of goodwill, intended to build trust and foster cooperation between the parties. By helping Palestinians rebuild their communities and lives, the hope is that animosities will be reduced and the prospects for lasting peace will be enhanced. The Biden administration recognizes that a sustainable peace requires more than just addressing immediate humanitarian needs. It also necessitates a durable ceasefire and a comprehensive security framework. President Biden's plan includes provisions for a monitored ceasefire, with international observers playing a key role in ensuring compliance. Additionally, the plan outlines steps for disarmament and the prevention of arms smuggling into Gaza. These measures are crucial to prevent the resumption of hostilities and create a more stable environment for peace negotiations. Perhaps the most challenging aspect of the peace plan is the resumption of political dialogue between Israel and Hamas. President Biden's proposal calls for direct talks between the two parties, with the aim of reaching a long-term political agreement that addresses the core issues at the heart of the conflict. The plan recognizes that a two-state solution, with Israel and a future Palestinian state living side by side in peace and security, remains the ultimate goal. However, it also acknowledges the need for interim steps and confidence-building measures to create an environment conducive to meaningful negotiations. President Biden's peace plan recognizes that the Israel-Hamas conflict is intricately linked to broader regional dynamics. As such, it seeks to involve key regional players, including Egypt and Jordan, as mediators and supporters of the peace process. Their engagement is seen as crucial in ensuring the stability of any potential agreement. While President Biden's proposed peace plan offers a comprehensive and forward-looking framework, it faces significant challenges and obstacles. The Israel-Hamas conflict is one of the most deeply rooted and complex conflicts in the world, and any effort to resolve it is bound to encounter resistance and skepticism from various quarters. In both Israel and Gaza, domestic politics play a significant role in shaping the positions of leaders and their willingness to engage in peace talks. Within Israel, there are diverse opinions on how to approach the Palestinian question, and any government's ability to make concessions or compromises is subject to political pressures. In Gaza, Hamas faces internal divisions and opposition from more hardline factions. For the Biden administration's plan to succeed, it will need to navigate the intricacies of domestic politics on both sides and find a way to incentivize leaders to pursue a peaceful resolution. Years of conflict, mistrust, and violence have left deep scars on both Israeli and Palestinian societies. Rebuilding trust and convincing ordinary people that a peaceful resolution is in their best interest will be a formidable challenge. Many on both sides have lost faith in the possibility of a negotiated settlement, and overcoming the skepticism will require sustained efforts. Extremist groups within Gaza and beyond have a vested interest in perpetuating the conflict. They thrive in an environment of instability and violence and will likely attempt to derail any peace efforts. The Biden administration's plan must address the threat posed by these groups and work to isolate them from mainstream politics. While the Biden administration has garnered international support for its peace plan, not all countries in the region and beyond may fully endorse it. Regional powers like Iran may see a peaceful resolution as contrary to their interests, while some global actors may have reservations about certain aspects of the plan. Despite these formidable challenges, President Biden's peace plan offers a ray of hope for a region that has long been mired in conflict. Its emphasis on diplomacy, humanitarian aid, and a multilateral approach reflects a commitment to addressing the root causes of the Israel-Hamas conflict. The success of the plan will depend on the willingness of all parties involved to engage in good faith negotiations and take concrete steps towards peace. It will also require the sustained commitment of the international community, including the United Nations and regional actors. Several countries and international organizations have expressed support for President Biden's peace plan, viewing it as a positive step towards resolving a protracted conflict. These voices argue that the plan's emphasis on diplomacy, humanitarian aid, and a multilateral approach aligns with the principles of peace and international cooperation. The EU has welcomed the peace plan and pledged its support for its implementation. European leaders have emphasized the importance of a two-state solution and the need for a comprehensive and lasting peace in the region. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has praised the plan as a significant and courageous step towards peace. The United Nations stands ready to assist in the implementation of the plan, particularly in the areas of humanitarian aid and peacekeeping. Key regional players, Egypt and Jordan, have offered their assistance as mediators and expressed their commitment to a peaceful resolution of the conflict. Their involvement is seen as crucial for the plan's success. While many nations have expressed support, there is also a sense of cautious optimism regarding the plan's prospects. The Israel-Hamas conflict has a long history of failed peace initiatives, and skepticism persists about whether the latest proposal can overcome the deeply entrenched obstacles. The Israeli government has cautiously welcomed the plan, acknowledging its potential to bring stability to the region. However, it has also stressed the need for security guarantees and expressed reservations about certain aspects of the proposal. The Palestinian Authority has cautiously engaged with the plan, but its acceptance is contingent on several factors, including a freeze on Israeli settlements in the West Bank and a commitment to a two-state solution. Iran, a regional power and a supporter of various Palestinian factions, has expressed skepticism about the plan's intentions and its alignment with Palestinian rights. Its stance may complicate international efforts to garner broad support for the proposal. Not all countries have welcomed President Biden's peace plan with open arms. Some have expressed skepticism about its potential to bring about meaningful change in the region, citing past failures and unresolved issues. Turkey has expressed reservations about the plan, particularly regarding its treatment of Jerusalem and the Palestinian right to self-determination. Turkish leaders have called for a more comprehensive approach to the conflict. Qatar has also raised concerns about the plan's feasibility and its impact on the rights of the Palestinian people. The country has emphasized the importance of addressing all core issues of the conflict. The leadership of Hamas, which controls Gaza, has rejected the plan outright, viewing it as biased in favor of Israel. Hamas leaders have called for broader Palestinian unity and resistance against Israeli policies. The international reactions to President Biden's proposed peace plan reflect the complexity and sensitivity of the Israel-Hamas conflict. While there is hope that this initiative could pave the way for a lasting peace, there are also legitimate concerns about the challenges it will face and the willingness of all parties to engage in meaningful negotiations. As the plan moves forward, the key will be to maintain diplomatic momentum and build on the positive support it has garnered. Thank you for sticking with me all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure the notification bell is turned on so you don't miss a video.